What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? I'm MrFijiWiji and welcome back to another Black Ops 3 video here today on the channel. Today, we're going to be focusing a little bit on multiplayer, something that I wanted to bring to you guys a little bit earlier, but I didn't get quite around to it because of how much work I had to do here outside of YouTube. But today, we're going to be talking about what I believe is the best SMG now that the Vesper has been nerfed. As you guys know, the Vesper on PlayStation 4 did receive a massive nerf. I'm not entirely sure if it is out for Xbox One and PC just yet, but the patch with the DLC did include a little bit of an update to the Vesper, giving it a lot more recoil, and it's a lot harder to control at this point in time. So the weapon itself, it's not the best thing that it used to be. We know that the Vesper absolutely ripped through everybody. The recoil, if you could control it with a grip, was absolutely minimal, and a lot of people from competitive to casual players were complaining about it, and rightfully so, because it was a weapon that, let's be honest here, was in a class of its own. It was ridiculous. I actually outgunned some people with ARs across maps before with it, and as an SMG that focuses in more close quarters combat, that's just absurd to be able to do that with. But with that being said, it has been nerfed. There has been massive changes to it. So what is now the weapon that's my go-to choice here? Well, I've seen a lot of people post a lot of videos about this topic, but for me, it has to be the COD. Now, the COD is one of the default SMGs here, so being a player that just switched back over to PlayStation 4, I played a little bit whenever the game first came out, but I switched over to Xbox One because that's where all my friends were, so all my progression was on Xbox One, and PlayStation 4 was kind of neglected up until this point, so I'm a low-level, air quote, noob on PlayStation 4, and the COD was one of those weapons that was there from the start, and since that I didn't have all of these weapons unlocked, I just jumped right back on using the COD once again. And I'll tell you, this thing absolutely melts. This thing does some great damage here with it, with the right attachments. It's a weapon that's versatile, it has some range to it. It might not have the best range compared to some of the other SMGs, but the overall properties that add into how the weapon plays, and its fire rate being able to be controllable, the recoil being almost non-existent, especially with grip, this weapon, even at range, can pull off some really nice kills. With some extended mags on that, you might be able to go into some more close quarters engagements and get more than 2 or 3 kills in one clip, and that's something that is beautiful about this thing. It is an absolute beast, and just the overall playability of this weapon itself. Now, one of the other things that I absolutely love that I am not ever really a fan of here is iron sights. The iron sights on weapons for me somewhat and usually push me the wrong way. They just don't give me the right feels that I like with them. But the COD is one of those weapons where the iron sights isn't actually that bad. Yes, it does provide a little bit of distraction in terms of your field of view aiming down sight, but not in any crucial amount. It's a very minimal amount that it takes away, but the iron sights are pretty precise, and especially if you're using it for what you're supposed to be doing here within close quarters, fitting that combat engagement here of SMGs, this is definitely not going to hinder your ability at all. But I guess in conclusion, I really want to say that the COD is a weapon that if you don't use it because you think, you know, it's a low-level weapon, it's not really the best thing out there, I say give it a try because this thing does have a very good overall playability here to it. Again, with the right attachments, I usually run like a fast mags, a stock, a grip, and extended mags at times here with this. It is an absolute monster whenever you go into a lot of close quarters engagements. Still, even at range, you can pick off some people as well. So this thing definitely is worthy of at least a tryout here, and maybe even a little bit of that crown of the best SMG in Black Ops 3. Now that the Vesper's out of the picture, we got a lot of stuff to analyze and take a look at here, and really we're still settling into that phase of what's the best SMG out there. So for me, I think it's the COD. I'd love to hear your thoughts down there in the comment section down below. Any and all opinions are welcome down there, but love to hear your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys did like this video, be sure to like, rating down below, and if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. We're on the road to 25,000 subscribers, so every little bit does help and is, as always, greatly appreciated. So thank you guys so much for watching. Mine has been MrFijiWiji. I'll see you guys later. Take care, and peace.